Okay, so the logical reasoning section is the easiest by far, in my opinion. I find that one to be pretty easy. The logic game section is funny because the first practice test that I took, I did not do very well. I didn't think it was difficult. I thought that it was difficult to do in 35 minutes, if that makes sense. And then the logic games on your website were pretty much the same thing. They don't seem challenging, but they took a long time to do. But I just did a logic game section the other day in this book, and I got a 22 out of 23. So, but it was the same thing where I was having a problem with speed, right? So the first three logic games that I did, I breezed through them. I took about 16, 17 minutes to do the first three. And then the last one took like 16 minutes, So how do I get faster with that?
Yeah, well, first off, kudos to you on just how well you're doing already. I mean, accuracy is a struggle alone. And the fact that accuracy isn't the biggest issue, but maybe pacing is an issue. You're already one step ahead of many other people. So that's fantastic. You've clearly got some aptitude for this, but time constraints are incredibly important.
Right.
The exam is strictly timed, and it's meant to be so that most people cannot reasonably finish the questions in the time allotted. So it comes down to efficiency. A couple of ways to get more efficient at logic games. One is making more inferences up front. Okay. And the other is maximizing use of previous work. So previous hypothetical valid scenarios that you draw over the course of the game, all of those can potentially help you answer future questions.
Okay, so for like inferences, you mean take the rules that they give me and then see if I can create other rules out of them? Like that?
Yeah, so like deductions. So you might combine multiple rules together to make a deduction. So that's often happens, for example, when you have the same variable featured in multiple rules, you might be able to link those rules together in some way.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah.
So it's about slowing down and taking the moment to pause before you jump into the questions.
Right. So if I take more time, because more or less what the strategy has ended up being for the most part is I'll write out the rules, maybe do like a small diagram, nothing major, and then I'll do a lot of just very quick elimination going through the answer choices, which works for the easier ones, like the first two or the first three that they give me. And then by the time I get to the fourth or sometimes the third, it depends. That strategy will take a long time and won't really work out so well. So I think that would help. I'll definitely try that. I made a note of that. And then the other one that you said was maximize use of previous work. I think I'm already doing that for the most part. If I have something that I've seen in a previous question, or sometimes I'll skip a question and go to one, and then the work from the later one will help with the previous one. So I think that should help too. So
fantastic. Yes, so you're already maximizing use of previous work. That's great. So now it's just taking those moments to pause before jumping in. Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.